It is 6:43. Let's look at the Schumann and see what the energy is. And let me know in the comments how you're doing and how you're feeling. And again, I want to preface this. The spirit message was so much today that this might be a little long. So hang in there and save it and come back if you need to. And we're going to start off with last night at 6:43 p.m. I looked at the graph and was like, oh my God. It is no wonder the entire day yesterday felt so weird. Like I wanted to do activities, but at the same time, I didn't. But then, like sitting and doing nothing, I wanted to jump out of my skin. It was a very like push and pull energy, but also opposing at the same time. It was a very weird. And I want to blame all of this for that. And today is the peak of the new moon. So happy new moon. Charge your crystals, make your moon water. And here is the high frequency graph from the same time I put the date up here. So you could see what that spike was doing. That spike reached all the way up beyond 1,000 hertz. It is no wonder that everyone collectively is like, what is actually happening? What is actually happening? Even people who think this graph is woo-woo, even though it's scientific anyway, and people who don't believe in energy, you know, they're even like, what the heck is happening? You know, so it's like, yeah, things are happening. Maybe this isn't so crazy after all, or maybe it is. I don't know. Anyway, I have to stay focused. Wow. The Kumiana currently. We did have a break. Thank goodness, because I did actually get some sleep, even though still I woke up at like 2:30 to go to the bathroom, and I felt like I was laying there, but like my spirit wants to like go do things, very restless, jumping out of my body again. But my body's like, no, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. Please just stop. It is the weirdest energy. If you're feeling that too, please let me know. I don't know how else to describe it, but it is freaking weird. And now here we are, more spikes. It's going to be a great day. We're going to affirm right off the bat. It's going to be a great day. It might be a little weird with all of this energy happening, but it's going to be great. And here is the full strip. So you can see yesterday, lots of activity. That was last night. So there is a lot of fluctuations happening. It's coming pretty close to 1,000, if not quite to 1,000. Lots of energy. Lots of energy. We're still holding rude and strong in this 10,000 band here that's been happening for a while. Thank you, Mama. We need that constant, because all this energy is anything but constant. Moving to the Russian graph. Look at how weird this is. How is it graphing this way? And why does this and that match? Same with this. Blue dot came in 1800. Blue dot came in 1800. I don't know what that means, but that is a fluctuation in energy. And I think it's kind of weird that it's so obviously a pattern. If we zoom in on today, you can see there is a lot happening, even in the background. Some is more profound than others. There is a lot. It's coming down. This down here is, well, this is in a lot of frequencies, but it is in the 30 range. Up here, it's just all over the place. This one down here is 20, where my head is. This is 20. Now the video is getting lengthy, so I'm just going to show you my notes. I'll read them like I always do. So looking at the Russian graph, I first got stabilize, energy current, grids, and master flow. Think of the body as an electrical grid. There's receptors, wires, transmitters everywhere. In order for the system to work at peak efficiency, energy must flow freely throughout the grid system. Enter energy work, Reiki, crystal grids. They're an easy place to start. This work gives your system a upstart. That's supposed to be jumpstart. Helping to recharge and reignite your energy centers, chakras, to full capacity. How many of you have not worked with crystal grids or with Reiki? If we need a separate video on this so you can understand what Spirit is saying a little bit better, we can do that. Just let me know. Crystal grids. They create an energy flow, guiding the energy from one source to another, flowing effortlessly throughout the entire system. Why is this important? Mama Earth has her own system, and you are a part of it. You are made from her, and you walk above the surface, assuming she will support you. But she has weak spots too. By connecting, grounding, visualizing roots coming out of your feet, you only help Mama and you help yourself. Every time you do this, every time you connect to Mama's energy, you are regulating your energy and you are sending love to Mama, who, my Lord, needs all the love in the world. Why are we so terrible to our mother? This is a sacred union between child and mother, often left unnourished, ignored, and left empty. Just as you send love and gratitude to the divine, do the same with Mama. We are very upwardly focused, and sometimes you have to look down. As above, so below, you are the tree in the middle. Spirit says, look beyond what you've always seen, beyond the doubt that clouds you, the fear that locks you within, and the unknown that freezes you. Break free from the cage. You made it. You can delete it. You don't need it. You only need to believe more is waiting for you. And this is the power of faith, the power of hope. When you believe something so wholeheartedly, you create it into existence. When you believe something so much and you tell yourself every day, you create it and you will find it. You will actively seek it out in your reality. What you believe, you will find. Be careful and mindful of what you believe. And I know there's people that are saying, oh, well, I believe I can do all this money. I can have all this money, but it's not there because you don't believe it. Being a smarty pants and sarcastic doesn't mean you believe something. It just means you're trying to prove something wrong, which means you don't believe that it's possible. You're playing a trick on yourself. Now, I did notice the Schumann blinking in and out. I took a screen recording. I'll put it in another video. This is already too long. Because I know a lot of you have said, and asked me and I just saw it today. So I'll put that in there. But as always, take care of yourself. Hydrate. I know it's been difficult to hydrate, you can't get enough to drink. Keep doing your best. Keep taking care of yourself. And I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful day.